Well, there are 16 candidates vying for 6 spots on City Council. What do you think makes you different? What distinguishes you from all the other candidates, Lisette?
One thing I saw in the paper was that I was the youngest, which makes something of a difference from what I've told. A lot of the younger people in the city get excited by that because if they're represented by someone like me, who's not really old and doesn't really know what's going on for the younger generation anymore, then.
What do you think is one of the biggest issues facing Lloydminster? And if you're elected to a 4-year term, what will you do in those 4 years to try and change it?
I've got 3 issues: the dangerous goods route, the road construction, and the smaller communities. The road construction, I feel it could be done better either at night or at hours when there isn't a lot of traffic, so that it gets done sooner and faster and in a way that doesn't affect the rest of the city. The dangerous goods route, for the same reason of the road construction. The roads get torn up very quickly by those trucks and all the other vehicles that come through town just to get through town. If we have a dangerous goods route, they can go around, they won't affect us as much. The smaller communities, I'm thinking Eiley, Kitscotty, Blackfoot, Marshall, all those little communities we affect very much here in town, and they come to us for shopping and stuff, so if we can start helping them and affecting them, it would be great if we could do that.
And if you were on council, what steps would you take to try and resolve those issues?
Well, I've heard of a term called a floating counselor position, where they just go to those smaller communities and they assist them and they ask their questions. They're like, what do you need? What do you want? How can we help you? That's what I want to try to do if I get in, is go to those communities and ask those questions, make their voices heard.
And what do you think about Mayor Jeff Mulligan being acclaimed to a 2nd term?
That's not exactly surprising considering what he's done for the past 4 years. He did a lot of work. He brought in a lot of people from his own community and stuff that he brought to work here. I'm not surprised that he's coming in. I'm not surprised that he's not, I'm not surprised that he doesn't have any competition this term, because there are not a lot of people who really are in position to try for it yet.
And if elected, what do you think you will bring to municipal politics, and what do you actually know about the way the council works?
Sadly enough, I don't know very much. I haven't done a whole lot of research, but I am working on that. I'm on the websites often enough, and I go to City Council. I am going to the meeting that's coming up next week, Monday, and I'm going to sit in and watch that, and I'm going to do my research. I want to learn as much as I can before the election so that I know what I'm doing.
All right, thank you very much, Lisette. That's Lisette Smith vying for a spot on Lloydminster City Council.